morning. How are y'all today? Good? We're having a happy Sabbath. Can I ask each one of you, what do you think is a dangerous animal or a scary animal?
The box jellyfish.
Okay.
A cheetah.
A cheetah? It's dangerous. Anything else?
A wolf.
A wolf? Yeah. Anything dangerous? Something, an animal you're afraid of?
A bear.
A bear? Yeah. Anything else?
A shark.
Okay. Why are those dangerous? Why would you stay away from those?
So they don't eat you?
Yeah. Anything else?
Some have known to attack other people.
Yeah, they attack.
So they don't hurt you?
Yeah, they don't hurt you. Okay. But why do they attack?
Like they might see you as a threat to their babies, or they might think you're an animal. They might want to eat you.
Okay. Okay.
Trying to protect their habitat?
Yeah, so they're trying to protect themselves. Maybe they don't always want to hurt you or attack you. They're just afraid. So I'm going to tell you a story about two boys. Their names were Dominic and Elliot. Dominic was around 15 years old and his brother was around 12, 13. And they had just moved to a new house in the state of Montana. You know where that is? Yeah. And over there, there's like a lot of plains, and then there's also a lot of forests and greenery, something that we don't have much here. So they just moved to a new house, their family, and they had a big area, a big yard in the backyard, and then they also had like the forest right behind their backyard. So every day after they finished packing, they would go into the backyard, and then like they would try and explore in the forest. So there was like a little creek that would go from their backyard into the forest. So they would follow that creek and go into the forest. And sometimes they would pack lunch with them, and they would spend all afternoon going through the forest and looking. And they saw a bunch of animals. They saw birds. They saw squirrels in the trees. Sometimes they even saw deer. You guys ever seen a deer? Yeah? Okay, so one afternoon, they were walking along the lake, and they saw an animal that was black and white. Does anyone know what that animal is?
A skunk?
Yes, a skunk. Is a skunk a dangerous animal?
Yes.
Why is it dangerous?
They have terrible chemicals and they have sharp teeth.
Sharp teeth, but what about the chemicals?
They stink really bad.
Yeah, they spray you. Yeah, they have a different defense mechanism than other animals. So they don't bite. They do bite, but like that's not their first defense. They spray you with something that smells really, really bad. I know from experience. So anyway, so these two brothers were going through the forest, and they were going along the lake, and they saw the skunk. And so they were looking at it because they didn't want to get too close, because if you get too close to a skunk, it'll feel like you're threatening its habitat, and it will spray you. So they were looking at the skunk, and then they saw something. They saw that the skunk wasn't moving. It was just kind of looking around, all scared. And they realized that the skunk, it had its right front paw. It was trapped in one of a hunter trap. So its paw was trapped in metal. So it was trapped, so it wasn't going anywhere, and it was really scared. And so the older brother turned to the younger one, Elliot. He's like, should we help the skunk? What do you think the younger one said?
Yes.
No, the other one said, no, run home. It's going to spray us. Mom will get really mad. Like, no, we don't help the skunk. But the other one was looking at the poor animal, and it was just it's just staying still, and it was looking around all scared. So very closely, he just kind of inched forward, step by step, until he got really close to the skunk. And by then, the skunk had saw them, and so it was only looking at them. What do you think it was getting ready to do?
Spray.
Yeah. So just looking at them with its big black eyes, and you were just kind of analyzing, like, should it spray them or not? And so anyway, so the older brother, Dominic, he went closer and closer, and then he kneeled down, and with both hands, he just quickly pried open the trap, and the skunk was pulling away when it saw that the person was coming closer. So when he pried open the trap, the skunk fell backwards. And for sure, the older brother said, I thought that the skunk was going to spray me immediately. But instead, the skunk, once it got back up, it looked at its paw, and it saw that it was free. And then it looked at Dominic, and then it looked at the other brother, and it just kind of stayed there. It didn't do anything. So it just stayed there for a couple minutes. It looked at them, and then it turned around and walked away. Why do you think that was?
Because he was happy that they freed him.
Yes, he was very grateful that he was freed. So I just kind of want to make a comparison and say that even though we are all humans, we're all sinners, and sometimes we're trapped in sin, and we think that no one's going to save us. Who is always going to save us, no matter what the consequences is?
God.
God will save us, yes. He will release the trap, and even if we're thankful or not thankful, he will help us. So I wanted to share a verse that was attached to the story. Media. Yeah, it was found in Romans 5:8. It says, God demonstrates his own love toward us, and that while we are still sinners, God died for us. For who? For us, for all of us. Thank you. Have a good day.